Brenner Mills, Minnesota Vikings. Just want to win one before I die.
Dalton Zongrecker, Dallas Cowboys. Just trying to earn a little respect.
Lane Cooner, the conductor of the Baker train.
What is up, everybody? Welcome into another episode of the Wide Eye Sports Podcast. We got the normal cast and crew here. We also have Steve joining us on the very end down there. Welcome in, Steve. He is our resident Chiefs homer, Chiefs fan, Chiefs addict. So he'll be joining us this week for recordings and videos. We are going to be picking the entire Week 2 slate from the 2025 season. If you didn't watch this last year, what we do is we go week by week. So last week we did week 1. This week we did week 2. Next week we'll do week 3. Sorry, I hit my mic. And we vote on who we think will win each game. So, for example, the first game is Washington Commanders at Green Bay Packers. I'll give mine. Spoon will give his. Dalt will give his. Steve will give his. And then we'll record it. And then during the season, we'll come back and we'll see how we did.
But Brenner, there's 4 of us. What if it's a tie?
Tie goes to the home team. Any ties go directly to the home team. That's the best way to make it fair. Home field advantage is what it is. So, without further ado, Washington Commanders at Green Bay Packers. Who wants to go first?
I will.
All right.
Give me Washington.
Spoon goes Washington.
I know they're on the road, but man, I really like this Washington team against Green Bay.
I'm taking Green Bay at home.
Okay.
Wow.
It's early in the season. What can I say? It's week 2. Jaden Daniels coming to Green Bay for the first time. It's going to be an experience. The Packers will carry over a little success from last season. I think they have some later season struggles in there, but I think early in the season they'll be okay. They'll do all right. And Washington takes an early dagger, and Green Bay up. Dalt, Steve, who wants it?
Steve, you go.
Yeah, I took Washington here, man. I really liked what I saw out of them last year. I expect them to come out hot. Yeah.
I
Perfect.
am in the same boat. I picked Washington, but not because I think that. I mean, obviously they're a great team. They did very, very well last year. But who knows? Who knows how it's gonna carry over into this year? And Brenner always likes to believe that the week 1 is a fluke. So I'm thinking maybe we just have like a little fluke week. It's crazy. Week 1, Jaden Daniels coming in there in Lambeau Field, just absolutely spinning the ball.
I mean, he's always going to absolutely spin the ball.
Whenever I looked at this game, I thought, yeah, Washington's on the road. Maybe Green Bay takes this one, but Washington was better last year. Washington had a better offseason than Green Bay did. I don't see – I mean, it might be close, but I still think Washington ends up taking it at the end.
I just think Washington, as good as Jaden Daniels is, and I think everybody on this show knows how I feel about Jaden Daniels. He is Himothy. The defense for the Commanders is just atrocious. They have an absolute liability of a secondary, and if Jordan Love gets hot, he can throw for 4 touchdowns and 350 yards in a game. Like, that's not off the table. And against this team at home, I take the Packers. But Cleveland Browns at Baltimore Ravens. I'm going Baltimore here. If anybody objects, speak now or forever hold your peace.
Top 3 running back room in the NFL. Give me Baltimore.
For those of you who don't know, we've been arguing over that about the top running back rooms. We're gonna have videos coming out on that starting next week, so stay tuned for that. Jacksonville at Cincinnati. I'm going Bengals.
Yep.
No question.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah. I'm right there with you.
Cool. I'm looking down, typing these into the spreadsheet. So if you can sound off your answers, because I can't multitask. New York Giants at Dallas Cowboys. I mean, Giants are going to roll this game, right? I mean, win by 40?
No.
Giants have the hardest schedule in the NFL.
Yeah, they do. The entire NFC East has a hard schedule.
Yeah.
Anybody?
I'm just going to sound off first. Cowboys are not losing this game against the Giants.
Cowboys, they're at home.
But anything could happen.
Well, obviously. We're saving what we think will happen, though. Anything can happen any given Sunday. All right, Chicago Bears at Detroit Lions. Detroit?
I took Detroit here.
I took Detroit here.
Dalt?
I think it's going to be a nail biter.
I'm going to take the Bears. I
Ooh.
think Ben Johnson is going to take the Bears, and the Lions just aren't really going to be the same Lions without their top two coordinators. And
Well-
Ben Johnson is going to know exactly what DC is thinking, and he's going to take Caleb Williams, and he's going to beat them by 3 points.
Oh my God, I would be so happy if Ben Johnson wins his first game against the Lions in Detroit, beating Dan Campbell. I will be insufferable. The New England Patriots at the Miami Dolphins. This is a tough game here. I'm gonna go New England.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to agree with you.
I went Miami.
Yep, me too. I took Miami here.
All right, so
Yeah.
Miami, we have our first tie. Miami's the home team. Miami
Going
gets it
Miami.
in a 2-2 draw. All right, we got the San Francisco Niners heading in to face the New Orleans Aints, and I am going to take the Niners in this.
100%.
Yeah.
Yep, I took the Niners
have-
as well.
I have New Orleans having a pretty rough season.
Me
Same.
too.
There is a
I have
huge
them,
possibility they could win
Yeah.
0 games.
the Giants. I have them winning 2 games. But
I have them winning 1 game. Buffalo Bills at New York Jets. Ooh,
This
this
is
is
a-
just a tough one because it's at home.
it's not tough at all. This is another team that I have being absolutely ass this year. That is the Jets. I have them being so bad. Just
I mean-
as bad as the Saints this year.
Oh,
Okay,
you
I
don't
like
believe in Justin Fields?
Hold on.
No,
I
not
think
the
we all
Jets.
know
don't
how I
believe in
feel
the
about-
Jets.
Hold on, I think we all know how I feel about Justin Fields as a quarterback. At least I hope we all do. I do not like him as a quarterback. He's an excellent playmaker with the ball in his hands. He's not a quarterback. I think they could steal one early in the season. I'm going to go New York Jets. It's a total one-off. Like Buffalo comes in as kind of a clockwork game. They're in New York. Jets come out, win a tough division game, and a really wacky, crazy 2-interception, 1 touchdown game by Josh Allen, and the Jets steal one. And then the Bills go on a 9-game win streak.
Fuck it, you convinced me. I'm gonna pick the Jets too.
Bruh. Are we really about to pick the Jets
He
here?
goes, bruh.
Oh my
We-
god. Okay,
Steve,
well, I'm
man.
going Buffalo.
You said what?
Who are you going with?
Oh, Buffalo. Have
Okay.
Jets get the tiebreaker though.
I love it.
All right, we're
I
gonna
love
go
it.
back. We got to go back week 2. Let me write this.
Aaron
down.
Glenn, dude.
No, it's it. I have it right here. We're going to go
you're
over
writing
it.
it. You're gonna write it down.
It's
What,
in the
right, what do
spreadsheet.
you want me to
like,
write?
Are you writing down who picked what
Yes.
team?
Yes,
Yes.
I have.
Okay.
I have a me
calm
column,
down,
a you
Spoon.
column, adult column, a guest column for Steve even
Okay.
when he occasionally shows up, and then a total column, and then right next to it our record on if we got it right or not. So I got
This is
it all.
probably
I
gonna
mean,
be a
here,
blowout.
here, just so everybody can see what I'm talking about here. This is what we got. Oh, it won't let me share because I have 4 screens up.
That's okay.
All right. Anyways, we'll show it at the end. I can kick myself off and show it. Seattle Seahawks and Pittsburgh Steelers here. Seahawks traveling to the East Coast. Early game for them. Or not early game for them, but traveling to the East Coast. 1 o'clock game. 1 o'clock Eastern. 10 a.m. for them here. Whew. I mean, I think it's me and Dalt established last week. We're assuming Rodgers plays for the Jets.
Or the Steelers.
Steelers. Sorry, we're assuming Rodgers plays for the Steelers, and in that case, I'm taking Pittsburgh at home.
I'm not, man. They do not have enough weapons. And I think this might be Mike Tomlin's worst year, possibly. I am definitely gonna be taking the Seahawks. I think Sam Darnold still got some.
Sammy D.
Yeah, man. He really impressed me last year, except bar his last 2 games.
Bar getting pressured at a 60% clip.
So yeah, I am going Seahawks.
Rodgers or not, Pittsburgh is a very tough place to play. They have a very good defense. So I'm going to take Seattle, the best road team last year. Give me Seattle.
All right, Steve, it's up to you.
I took Seattle as well.
Oh,
I don't.
oh.
Until Rodgers is a Steeler, they are trash to me.
There you
Well,
go.
we're assuming Rodgers is a Steeler in this case. Like we're assuming he plays as a Steeler. Like that's how we're filling
In
out the
Wide
schedule.
Eye's case, yes. In my playoff predictor week 2, I picked Seattle because they don't have a quarterback in Pittsburgh.
If Aaron Rodgers plays there, are you taking Pittsburgh or Seattle?
I'm still taking Seattle.
Same.
Steve?
I might take Pittsburgh.
Final answer, Pittsburgh?
No, that's not his final answer. He picked Seattle.
No, I picked Seattle.
Well, but we're for this simulation, for this record prediction, we're assuming Rodgers plays in Pittsburgh.
Okay, then yeah, I would take that. Then I would
Okay,
take
that's
What?
Sorry, Coon.
Wow.
love it. Love to see
I
it.
like that defense. I like the terrible towels.
I like that defense a lot. TJ Watt gonna get healthy this year. Gonna be a factor in the run game again, which he was not last
Still
year.
hasn't got paid.
Did the Steelers get a? Didn't Najee Harris go? Didn't he dip?
Yeah, but they
Yep,
drafted
he's
Caleb
gone.
Johnson at Iowa.
That's right.
LA Rams at Tennessee Titans.
Can't
Rams
Ram.
sweep.
Ram sweep. Yeah,
Rams.
Yeah, if you're taking the Titans in that game, that's rough. All right, dumpster fire of a game here. Sorry, Cardinals and Panthers fans. Panthers traveling to Arizona. I'm taking Carolina in this game.
I'm gonna take Panthers.
Yeah, I took Arizona.
so it comes down to me. So I have. Hold on. Let me go through my spiel.
Hold
I have
on. Wait a second.
I have Carolina doing a lot better this year. A lot better.
Yeah, me
Almost
too.
even. But this is not a game they win. They're going to Arizona.
Ooh.
Arizona takes this one.
Arizona wins it 2-2. All right, we got Denver Broncos at Indy. I'm taking Denver.
Same.
Yeah,
Yep.
I'm taking Denver as well.
Denver wins this.
Hurts me,
Steve?
but it hurts me. But I'm taking Denver.
Yeah, this is not one I think they lose. Not one I think they drop. All right, game of the week. Philadelphia Eagles at the Kansas City Chiefs.
This one was tough. I'm still
This one
teetering.
was
I'm still teetering.
really- Yeah, I'm not sold on this game at all.
Not
like
at all.
Obviously,
People are going to say, "Well, what about the Super Bowl where the Chiefs are home? Playing in Arrowhead is totally
it's
different."
Totally
okay?
different. It ain't going to be a 25-point first half for the Eagles in Arrowhead.
No.
Yeah, I'm taking the Chiefs in this one.
But the Chiefs usually start out the season much slower than how they finish.
Yeah, well, I already have them losing week 1. They're not going to lose 2 games in a row to start out the season.
That's fair. I do have them losing week 1 too.
I'm going to give them the L here because I have them winning week 1. I think Philly comes in and edges out a 20. It could go either way. In the betting markets, it'll be a toss up. It'll be, it'll be a
The
pickup.
spread will be like 2 points, 3 points.
Oh, I doubt it. If it's 2.5 points, I'm hammering whoever's plus 2.5. I think this is a 1-point game. This is a final play of the game type kick in the field, like something. This is too close of a game to put money on, really.
Yep.
But I'm going to take the reigning Super Bowl champion Philadelphia Eagles. Sorry,
Super Bowl
Steve.
champions.
So I've got to go with my gut here. And it's funny because if I have the Eagles winning this game based off my playoff predictions, it bumps them to the number 1 seed rather than them being the 6th seed. That's how close I have the NFC this year. But I have KC winning this game in
All
Arrowhead.
right. KC. Dalt, who'd you take?
Casey.
All right, KC 3-1s it. Steve, I don't think you even need to say it, buddy.
We know.
I had it penciled in as soon as I found out you were on the episode. I just went over to the spreadsheet, typed in KC. Wasn't even gonna ask. Atlanta Falcons at Minnesota Vikings. I'm taking my Vikes. I think that this Atlanta team has a feisty defense. I don't think it's super super strong defensively, and I do feel like they have really good weapons on the Atlanta offense. Kyle Pitts, Drake London. Obviously, Bijan is a top 3 running back. I just feel that Michael Penix Jr. isn't the answer. I don't think he's all that in a bag of chips. And I feel like the Vikings have better weapons and a better defense. So even if both quarterbacks play like garbage, I'm taking Minnesota.
How much of your thoughts on Michael Penix Jr. have to do with where he went to college?
Absolutely none. My thoughts with Michael Penix Jr. are that he has had 4 major injuries, 1 on each knee and 2 in the shoulders. So all of his major joints have all had surgery. This dude could break into a million pieces at any moment. He has had 3 healthy seasons since his last major injury, but he's not young. He's like 24, 25. I say not young for a first-year starter. And I think he really struggles with touch passes. He has a phenomenal bullet pass. I don't know if he can read the defense at an NFL level, and I don't know if he can make the throws he needs to down the field without them being picked off underneath. Those are my concerns. I think he has a great arm strength and very good accuracy. It's the workability of the ball, the fades, the over-the-top moon ball, those kind of throws that I don't know he can make. And add in that injury risk with an older quarterback, I'm out.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty easy to take the Vikings, even with the uncertainty of J.J. McCarthy, because, I was...
No uncertainty, bud.
Stop.
You're certain.
Stop.
You're certain. We're all uncertain.
I mean, the reigning coach of the year is pretty certain.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, you could almost put, there's a handful of quarterbacks that you could just put there, and, I mean, J.J. McCarthy looked good in college, and I think that I would pick him. I mean, I would definitely have drafted him over Michael Penix.
Yeah, he did what he was supposed to. They were a run first team.
Michael Penix was a huge surprise. They were supposed to draft Dallas Turner. It was crazy. Spoon, who are you going with? Steve?
I'm going with the Vikings here.
Yeah, I took the Vikings here. I just like to sometimes hear you grovel a little bit.
Oh, thanks, guys. Thanks, guys. I really like you right now.
Okay.
Maybe not so much later. So we have Monday night doubleheader, Monday, September 15th for week 2.
Two
we
great
have
games.
The Tampa Bay Buccaneers at the Houston Texans. I'm saying Tampa Bay wins. That's in the South.
Yeah.
It's not a huge game on the road. Like, they're not going super far. You could get a decent amount of Tampa Bay fans at the game potentially. The Tampa Bay plays really well on the road, especially against tough teams. I like Tampa Bay.
Yeah.
I have Tampa Bay having a really good season, and this is just one of those wins.
Same.
For them.
God, are we all on high on Tampa Bay right now?
I know. Cooner loves Baker Mayfield.
Oh,
he's high on Baker.
But
literally, he's smoking that Baker pack.
I'm smoking that bait.
You're getting baked.
All right.
I bet you are, Cooner.
This is super funny. This is really funny. I have Houston taking this game.
What?
Wow.
I do.
I already had it penciled in as Tampa Bay.
I do. I actually. So I had Tampa winning 12 games this year, and I was like, I feel like if I do that, then I just show how much of a Tampa Baker dick rider that I am. So I was like,
if that's Tampa dick riding, wait till you see what I have Tampa at. I'm gonna be deep throating.
So I went back and I looked at a few games. I was like, man, maybe there's a couple games I might have maybe predicted Tampa to win that they maybe shouldn't, and this was one of them. This was one of the two. I had Tampa as the number 1 seed in the NFC, and then I was like, I don't know. So then this was one of the games I teetered on, and I flipped it, and I went back to Houston. So,
okay,
which y'all went with Tampa, so I'm not mad. Trust me, I'm not mad by any means.
Steve, Dalt, what are your thoughts?
Tampa.
Oh yeah, I
took
took Tampa.
They took Tampa.
All right, Los Angeles Chargers at Las Vegas Raiders. Steve, lead us off here.
I took the Raiders.
Las Vegas at home.
Yep, at home, two teams
without a fan base.
Without a fan base that are just kind of playing in a stadium.
just playing
because
for
they're still in the NFL.
Dalt, Spoo, what do you guys think?
Yeah, I'm going Raiders on this one.
I went with the Raiders as well.
Wow.
I've got them finishing number 2 in their division.
Wow. I went Los Angeles. Jesus. There's no home field advantage here. It's just who's the better team. And I feel like the Chargers are the better team.
I have this division all over 10 wins this year. The only division all over 10 wins.
Crazy.
Yep.
Oh, wow. Steve doesn't like. Look at Steve. Look at Steve's skepticism. He's like, "What the fuck you mean all over?"
Be a tough division.
No, like I think that there are legitimate reasons why one would think that the Chargers, the Broncos, and the Chiefs were winning 10 games. I don't know that is. Even though I picked the Raiders here, I don't feel like that's as.
Well,
I feel like
Pete
the Raiders'
Carroll-
floor is like 6 wins, and their ceiling is like 9 wins.
I wouldn't be. I mean, Pete Carroll is like he's just one of those guys. That's like, hey, I'll get this team 10 wins this year.
I just don't know if
Like,
he
I
does
feel
it in
like
year
that's what he
1.
can do.
I think he does in year 2 for sure.
How many games did they win last year?
10.
The Raiders won 10
No,
games
they
last year?
didn't.
Oh, not the Raiders. I thought you were
Oh.
talking about Pete Carroll and the Seahawks.
Well, Pete Carroll wasn't with the Seahawks.
Oh,
I was
yeah,
about
he
to
wasn't
say
with the
he wasn't on the
Seahawks.
Seahawks last year.
I will say
You're
so. We can look at this here.
The
real quick.
Raiders won.
I'll pull up Pete Carroll's coaching career. He
They
has
didn't
had
win a lot.
games. Yeah,
so
they had
he has
quarterbacks.
only had
Yeah, they won like
one-
6 games.
I'm talking about whenever he has Geno. Whenever he has Geno, they usually win at least 9 or 10 games.
That's what I'm saying,
So-
man.
He's had
it's-
one
back
season
together.
under 7 wins in his career, and that was his first season with the coaching the Jets in the 90s. And I feel like he's in a similar position there. He's had several 9-7, 8-8, 7-9, 7-9. Then he went on the Seahawks run where he went 11, 13, 12, 10, 10, 9, 10, 11, 12. Russ leaves, and then he goes 7-9-9. This Raiders team, I feel like defensively isn't as good as those Seahawks teams he was working with. Offensively, it's about the same. I'm
Both had
saying
some great offensive
somewhere between
lines.
6 and 9 wins is fair for the Raiders. I have them on the low end of that personally, but I think next year they can make a big jump and be a really, really, really good football team. But yeah,
I think 8 or 9 wins is not crazy for the Raiders.
That's
I have
what
them
I'm
at
saying.
7.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Somewhere between 6 and 9, like somewhere in that range. I agree. All right. Well, that's all of week 2. I don't know if I can pull myself. I can't. Once I pull myself, I can't put it up. So I'm just going to go back through. We have Washington, Baltimore, Cincinnati, Dallas, Detroit, Miami, the 49ers, the Jets, the Steelers, the Rams, the Cardinals, the Broncos, the Chiefs, the Vikings, the Bucks, and the Raiders all getting wins in week 2. Make sure to, go check out the channel. We're going to have all of these videos leading up to the regular season. So go check that out, and we'll see y'all next time. Peace.